Hey guys, so I actually decided that I'm going to make this second part of getting started with Lioden. Although I'm not sure if I'm going to post this or not, but I am making it just in case. On top of showing you how to get your pride started, I've also decided to show you some features in this game that aren't necessarily covered by when you go through the tutorial with the lemur. So I'm going to start with showing you how to make your pride and how to grow your pride. So, with doing that, when you first started this game, and I showed it in my first video of Lioden Part 1, you got your lioness, and if you went through the tutorial, like I suggested also to do that in my first video, so if you did do that, you made your lioness pregnant. This is one way in how to start up your pride. If you did not do that, you can go to the crossroads, and you can go into the trading center. This was covered in the tutorial with the lemur and how you can buy lions with your silver and gold beetles for pretty fair, cheap prices. You can also go back into the crossroads, and you can also go into exploring and come across a female and claim her. You can also, there's so many ways that you can do this. You can also go into the giving tree, and you can attempt to tempt a lion into your pride. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the giving tree since I'm here. Just a heads up and suggestion, with the males that you get, you have to pay 500 silver beetles to keep them when they grow up. So just a suggestion to save beetles and to also save room for more female lions. You might just want to stick to getting female lions within all of your buyings. So at the moment, there are no female adolescents, so I am not going to be getting anything from the giving tree. I just didn't want to put this in here because it was not in the tutorial. Although what I am going to do is I'm going to go into the trade center and try to find a adult lioness, because at the moment I do not have a hunter to provide food for the pride. So I just bought a lioness for 2 silver beetles, which is extremely cheap. And I think she's unique, so I personally do like her. This is her. So she's going to be my hunter. She's going to be one of them at least. So some things that weren't covered within the tutorial with the lemur that I find that I use almost every single day, or at least check in on every single day, would be raffle lionesses, monkey business, cub training, branch cells, gorilla enclave, quests and snakes, giving tree, territory, and actually then, yeah, everything else was actually covered. So, but I will be covering those things today. So the first thing that I'm going to be covering is raffle lioness. So within here, this is where the special lioness of the week will be. It costs 50 silver beetles to try and impress her and take her into your pride. That's not all that you need though, where it says up here, under your king's name, and then his information, where it says barely noticeable, that is how popular and well known you are. The only way that you can try and impress her is if this right here says Dreamboat. So that's the only way you can impress her, but I just thought to cover that because it was not covered within the tutorial. Another thing is monkey business. Monkey business is where you can trade in items, some of your items, or in a bulk trade for different things that a monkey will give you. Bone marrow helps boost your energy quicker, and then food bundles are really helpful for if you don't have any lionesses that are hunting, that are able to hunt, and you have no way of getting one at the time. Another thing is branch cells. Branch cells, I don't really use all that often, but I did think to cover it. It's, if you have a branch, you have to buy a branch. You can access and how to buy a branch on your den, where it has your king's profile picture, then the information in there. Where it says branch, you just click next to that. And this is where you can sell your own items. Gorilla Enclave. Gorilla Enclave is much like monkey business, except he will give you quests for him to do, and he will give you teeth, monkey teeth, in return, in which you can buy items with. See, another thing is cub training. This is for when you have cubs. You can send them to training. This is not required, but it is something fun to do. It does help build your cubs' skills ahead of time, but like I said before, it is not required. Then we have quests and snakes. Quest, so there's different snakes here. This is a questing snake. You click start a quest, complete a quest, and then you come back to the snake to get your reward. Karma, I'm not entirely sure what this part of it up is here, but this is where you can change the name in front of or behind your king's name. Fertility, if you have a lioness that you are looking to breed with, but you are not entirely sure what her fertility rate is, if you have skulls, you can come here, give it to this snake, and he will tell you the percentage fertility of your lioness that you wish to know. So, the last thing I'm going to cover is territory. This is extremely helpful so you don't have to go and buy territory. This is where you can fight other lions for territory. You just click here, click one of the little icons around you. The lion that you want to steal the territory from stats must be lower than yours, as well as their level. You cannot take territory from a lion that has less than 2. And then when you do want to take territory, you just go down here. Let me find one that I am able to show you. Alright, so then you would come down here, click the down arrow. You can fight for skill, experience, and then territory. And then you would just click attack. And then if you succeeded, you will get a green box up here. If you did not, you will get a red box. But good point with that is, even though you did not succeed in taking the territory, you did get a good amount of experience. If you do succeed taking the territory, excuse me, I'm sorry. If you do succeed within taking the territory, you get the territory, experience, and impression points. Now, to check your level and stats, you just go to the den and scroll down to this part right here, level, stats, and then this is what I was talking about with the branch, and then you just would click that. Okay, with that, this is the end of the video. Like, leave a comment below, subscribe if you have any videos, or not videos, wow. If you have any games that you would like me to check out or do a tutorial of, put it in the comments below.